Episode 1 Story in detail. Perhaps it's a bit too soon to declare my undying love for business proposal, but if this drama wanted to enter a contract relationship with me just so I'd give it the opportunity to woo its way into my top 5 list, I'd invite it upstairs for ramyeon and sign the paperwork without reading the fine print. That's how much I enjoyed the first 2 episodes of this webtoon-inspired drama, and trying to condense all my fondness into this, slightly longer than normal, recap has been downright painful. Unapologetically tropey and meta, the opening scene sets the tone for the rest of our story as we're introduced to our leading man Kang Tae-mu, Ahn Hyo-sup. He, like many leading men who have come before him, is so damn attractive that he stops women in their tracks. His hair is perfectly styled and so dark it absorbs planets. His legs are long enough to step over skyscrapers. He's fantastical, with a face and body that are too perfect to be real. Oh wait. He looks fictional because our first glimpse of Tae-mu is of his webtoon counterpart, as he struts through an airport looking so fine that he gives whiplash to every woman he passes. But like all successful and handsome CEO types, he's indifferent and conditioned to having people fawn over his appearance and wealth. While Tae-mu can part seas with his appearance, our leading lady Shin Hari, Kim Shae-young, can clear a path with her stench. A researcher and member of the food development team at Go Food, she has the occupational misfortune of smelling like her current ingredients. And the odor of her newest mackerel-based recipe has people covering their noses as she and her team members arrive at the inauguration of their new company president. Rumor has it that he's ridiculously handsome, but Hari is doubtful since the new president is the grandson of the company chairman Kang Da-koo, Lee Deok Hwa. A hush descends upon the crowd, and long legs stride across the stage. The camera pans up, and it's Cha Sung-hoon, Kim Min-kyu, Tae-mu's equally attractive friend and chief secretary. With a blank face, he reads Tae-mu's prepared speech, which begins with a verbal middle finger to his grandfather for arranging a ceremony he didn't want. Grandpa is none too pleased with Tae-mu's workaholic behavior, and decides it's time to propose a special project for Tae-mu. Eagerly assuming it's an opportunity for more work, Tae-mu leans in close, and Grandpa happily reveals that the project is, wait for it, marriage. It is this proclamation that sets our plot in motion. Tae-mu does his best to convince Grandpa that he's uninterested, but Grandpa is as feisty as the chaebols in his favorite drama and won't take no, or leave me the hell alone, for an answer. Perhaps the only thing that could slow him down is if Tae-mu was in a relationship with Sung-hoon, but Sung-hoon deadpans that, even if he was gay, Tae-mu isn't his type. Tae-mu pouts over the discovery that his bromance is one-sided. It's not often that Tae-mu is rejected, but when it happens, as we'll see later, it's not something that he easily forgets. Although Sung-hoon may not harbor a secret crush on Tae-mu, he's still willing to offer up some sagely advice and suggests that Tae-mu lean into his grandfather's matchmaking scheme. Go on the 20 blind dates, and if you find a lady worth marrying, you don't have to waste time on any more. Sung-hoon just hopes that Tae-mu will find a marriageable woman within the first 10 dates. Otherwise, they're going to have to do some international traveling. Tae-mu grows silent, but his expression indicates that his inner wheels are turning. It's clear to us that Tae-mu has taken Sung-hoon's advice slightly different than he intended, and he suspiciously agrees to go on the first date. And who is he scheduled to go on a date with first? That's right, it's Jin Young-seo, Seol In-ah, Hari's bestie, who is equally annoyed by her matchmaking daddy's constant attempts to wed her off. She's at lunch with Hari when she gets the phone call from her father that he's arranged yet another blind date for her later that night. As luck would have it, though, Hari, who often fills in for young Seo on her blind dates, is a bit strapped for cash after having the worst birthday ever. While Tae-Moo was busy refusing to comply with step 1 of his grandfather's plan to get some grandbabies, Hari got her hopes up thinking her longtime crush and part-time friend Lee Min-woo, Song Won-sok, was about to finally gift her with a train ticket out of the friend zone and into girlfriendville. Instead, he gave her a pair of concert tickets to see her favorite band. Not only were the tickets not for her favorite band, but he suggested she take a date, a man, not young Seo, with her. So much for getting out of the friend zone. She now has a street named after her there. After that, her birthday continued to roll downhill. She was understandably in a foul mood when she got home, but she still helped out her family in their chicken restaurant, which led her coming to her family's defense when they got in an argument with the restaurant owner across the street. During the altercation, Hari accidentally broke the man's restaurant sign, and now she owes him 800,000 won, which is why young Seo is able to bribe Hari into being her stand-in for her recently scheduled blind date. Instead of using their tried-and-true fake exorcism ploy to scare away young Seo's date, young Seo decides they should go with a tough girl image, which is essentially clubwear, hair extensions, and heavy makeup. After Hari's makeover, she shows up at the arranged meeting place, psyched to be the worst possible date ever. She's caught by surprise when she first sees Tae-Moo's attractive face, but after swapping business cards with her jaw-droppingly handsome date, she's even more shocked to discover he's her company's new president. Eep. Panic sets in, but she plows ahead and uses every trick in her arsenal to be as off-putting as possible. It's all very how to lose a guy in 10 minutes, but he's frustratingly unfazed by her behavior, even when she claims she has breast implants named Rachel and Samantha. If that wasn't enough to scare him off, surely the unscripted encounter with a random woman who mistook Hari for her husband's mistress did the trick, right? Wrong. That's all in this episode. We'll continue the story in the next video. Hope you like this video. Please subscribe to this channel to get more K-drama stories.